Chito Vera.
A lot of hype coming into Chito Vera on this fight. And I was I don't know if he gets this done.
So in the group text that we have going on with my Texas friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alon posted and he's like, hey, y'all have Vera or Sandhagen? And everybody's like, Vera.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sandhagen is one of the most well-rounded fighters in that division.
He's
in the bantamweight division. He's elite, man. And look, I'm not trying to say that Chito Vera is not elite. He's been ascending through the ranks. He's an exciting fighter, right? He put out Dom Cruz and rearranged his nose. He almost retired. Should have been the retirement fight for your boy Frankie Edgar, right?
Yeah, but listen to what you just listed right now.
Old.
And I no disrespect. Frankie Edgar is one of my favorite of all time, but old.
Yes, past their prime. Easy to say, right? So does Chito Vera have the skill set needed to take down a Cory Sandhagen? And so that's why I said I got Sandhagen going into this fight.
Right? I didn't text back because I was buying a car, but I would have said Sandhagen. because like, okay, so this is what Chito does. And I see a lot of people now shitting on Chito. I don't mean like, I don't want to say like I'm shitting on Chito because he's very good and I like him, but people are shitting on him saying like, oh, he didn't do anything. Like that was his game plan to just do nothing the whole fight. And it's like, okay, first of all, he always starts slow, right? He always starts slow and he always comes back. At least recently he's come back, but it's different. And everyone's like, yeah, he downloads his opponent. A lot of people like to say that without really knowing what it means, because then you have a fight like this where then they shit all over the person. But what happens is he might be trying to download Cory Sandhagen, but what did he get to download? That he has 10 different entries that he's going to try to take me down the whole fight. After that the second round, he didn't really take him down until the end. And you can't really download somebody who doesn't have tendencies and doesn't fight with
who's
patterns.
Not downloadable.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you with certain guys like with Dominic Cruz, right? He got the high kick because he's throwing his feints. Dominic Cruz, every time on that feint, he would exit the same way, and he's like, "Cool, I'm gonna throw this feint, throw the high kick. He'll be right there for it. Perfect." But that's because Dominic Cruz has patterns now. People have watched his footwork for so long; they know what he's doing. Sandhagen is so good at not having patterns and just coming at you with that the looping left hook to the body, right hand over the top, looping left hand to the body, right leg kick, looping left hand to the body, right uppercut. He'll switch stances. Sometimes he goes this way. Sometimes he'll fake left, go right. Sometimes he'll fake left, jab, and then go right. Like you can't really download him because there's no tendency to download and keep an eye out for. You know what I mean?
I was watching this last night. I thought, how annoyed must Chito Vera be right now? Because Sandhagen comes in and it was beautiful, man. He goes double jab, orthodox stance, switches right away to southpaw, double jab, southpaw. He goes a leg kick with the left, ends up in orthodox again, and then bounces back. Crazy. And I was like, this guy's movement is just nonstop, man. But it's not the same movement, like you said, over and over again.
Yeah.
So he must be an absolute nightmare. And his fight IQ is through the roof,
good.
man.
And it's getting better.
Through the roof.
It's getting better. Regen says, shout out Regen, says, I was hoping in between one of the later rounds to hear Jason Perillo just screaming at Chito. You're letting him bully you, son.
Monster Tony, shout out Monster Tony. Bantamweight needs a Grand Prix. Oh my God, that'd be so beautiful.
I wish the UFC would do Grand Prix, man. Like, I know they're against it because of all the fight cancellations and stuff like that, but it's like, have alternates. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Kobe could be an alternate for every single fight. Hey,
clearly.
So shout out to Regen, by the way, right? Because he brings in the Perillo. I was waiting for Perillo to give him the good old Perillo slap.
Yeah.
You know, just like he used to give to what's her name? God, come on, Cyborg. Chris Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
Before she go out, she like stand there for him to slap her, and he just slapped the shit out of her, man, like so hard. I'm like, that looks like it hurts really bad. Hey, shout out Cyborg. Can't believe I almost forgot her name. She's right here. Do autograph, Cyborg.
Hey, shout out
Cyborg, yeah. But yeah, interesting fight. It went down exactly the way I thought it was going to go down. I did not expect somebody to give any.
So, okay, so here's the problem. Regent says Perillo was trying to be trying, but I heard him ask Chito if he was okay too many times. Yeah, at a certain point, you got to start changing it up.
Hey, you okay? And he's like,
yeah.
Man, you're about to bum me out. When he said that, I was like, damn.
Jason Perillo went home sad that night.
He did. He was bummed
went
out.
home bummed out
For sure.
But like you said, like you alluded to, that's the other thing too, really quick, before we go into the judging, because it's a shit show. But Regen says, great performance by Sandhagen regardless. That's the thing. Everyone's talking about, if you go on Reddit, if you go on social media, everybody's talking about how Chito did nothing. But Chito didn't do nothing. He couldn't do anything.
Sandhagen.
Sandhagen did so good that Chito couldn't do anything. That's what people should be talking about, not Chito being lackluster. They should be talking about the judge being awful.
To try to rag on somebody, instead of being able to point out the fact that Sandhagen just put on a masterful performance. Again, Vera is going to be able to be amongst the top 8, I think, for a while and have really good fights. And he's going to have people that are breaking into the top 8 that fight Vera and they get knocked down. We're like, okay, well, maybe that person wasn't ready yet. But I just don't see Vera being somebody that is going to, hey, shout out Keith. I don't see Vera that's going to, somebody that's going to hold the title. Sandhagen is a future champion. Sandhagen will be a champion.
Yeah. Shout out Keith. Missed you in the Discord chat on Friday. But yeah, like you said, what people should be talking about is how dirty of a fighter Chito Vera is. If you're going to knock him, that's what you talk about. The up kicks to the head on a grounded opponent, the scratching at his face with his nails, late shots in every single one of his fights except for this one because he couldn't hit Sandhagen. But that's what people should be. If you're going to knock on Chito Vera, it's knock the fact that he's probably the dirtiest fighter at the top level. But whatever. It is what it is. Joel Ojeda, worst judge probably ever. This was his first event. He gave 3 rounds to Chito Vera, the third, fourth, and fifth. I looked back, and the only other fight he has ever judged for the UFC was the CJ Vergara fight, and he did not score the first round, a 10-8 round. So that guy needs to can't have him back.
Take a hike.
Take a hike. And people are talking about how these judges are stupid, they're clueless. Hell no, this is beyond clueless. This is corruption. This is 100% corruption. This is not clueless. You cannot watch that fight and be like, I think that guy won. The guy that was getting his ass beat the whole fight, give him 3 rounds. That's corruption. That's not understanding grappling.
Well, it depends on how you look at life, Will. If you're getting punched or if you're headbutting a fist, who do you give it to?
It's a good point.
Who do you give it to?
But yeah,
Regen says nobody likes dirty Cheetos. I agree.
I like my Cheetos clean. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh man. But yeah, it was a nice night for Cory Sandhagen. Regen also pointing out when I saw Sal D'Amato's one of the judges, I got so worried it wasn't even him. They all suck. Yeah. That is very true. So that's the thing. Looking at Sal D'Amato's card, I was like,
dude, Sal,
not that bad.
He's been stepping it up. I've been defending him on this show. He's been doing a pretty damn good job lately. But at the end of the day, they're all suspect. Here's the other thing about the judging. Third round, pretty close round, in my opinion. I still gave it to Sandhagen, but it was pretty close. Not one judge gave the first 2 rounds a 10-8 round to Sandhagen. How does that first round not get scored? How does it get score the same as that third round?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to harp on it because there's nothing to do about it, but we need something more than just 10-9 or 10-8. We need to have some more granularity to the scoring because first round in this fight should count way more than that third round. But like I said, what are we going to do about it?
All right. Anything else on the Sandhagen versus Vera fight?
No, Sandhagen, I don't know really. He calls out Merab, right? I don't know if that fight ever happens because Merab seems like he wants to just kind of sit and see what Aljo does. I'm not sure. Marlon Vera, Chito, maybe Chito fights Piotr Jan or something. Piotr Jan's on a multi-fight loss streak now.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.